Namaste. Thank you for your presence. And this practice is designed to remind us of what adds value and meaning to your life. And although we immediately can associate material objects with a certain monetary value, they don't necessarily add meaning to our existence. But what I find is relationships do. Relationships that are built on trust and understanding, caring and compassion are what add meaning and value to my life. In the yoga practice, we'll be building healthy, meaningful relationships between the mind, the body, and the spirit. And we do that using the breath as the mediator. And hopefully afterwards we can carry this meaning off the mat to our relationship with God and nature and with one another. So taking a comfortable seat, lean to the front of the sitting bones and roll the shoulders up and back so the head, neck, and trunk are all balanced perfectly in a plumb line over the sitting bones. And think about what brings meaning and value to your life and what's most precious. Inhale to add to this meaning, this love, this connection. And practicing Hridaya Mudra. Hridaya Mudra is the energetic seal of unconditional love and all-flowing compassion. You'll make this mudra by bringing the tip of the first finger to the base of the thumb, and then folding the next two fingertips to touch the tip of the thumb. The little finger is just lightly extended. With this mudra, there's a genuine unleashing of the heart with love, compassion, and blessing energy for all of life. Hridaya Mudra increases the capacity of empathy and unblocks the energy of the heart so that we can attune with the heart of others. As you inhale, grow taller, wider, deeper, breathing as though your whole body breathes. And exhale, completely empty the lungs from top to bottom. Hridaya is the word for heart, and this is what's most precious, what's most valued and meaningful in your life. It's through the heart that we connect with others and deepen our relationships. Albert Einstein is quoted to say that man can find meaning in life, short and perilous as it is, only through devoting himself to society. To embody more meaning, let's connect to Source. Come into kneeling child's pose, please. So, sitting back towards the heels, bowing the head forward, And initially, your head may not touch the floor. You may have to make a fist with one or both hands to rest your forehead against. And as that becomes more comfortable, try lowering to one fist or the backs of the hands. And remain supported at some point that you can actually press the third eye down into the hands or floor. Exhaling, draw in and up through the navel. And lengthen the tailbone towards the heels. And be able to rest comfortably and easily to really connect deeper to Source. The breath is that thread that connects us, mind, body, and spirit. And as you're ready, lift up to hands and knees. And we're going to twist and take the right arm, lift it up, twist and look up to the right hand. And thread the right arm underneath the left. Tuck the chin, bring the right shoulder down. Look up under the left armpit. Gradually stretch in the back of the shoulder, neck. Each breath adding more value. And inhale, lift the shoulders up, back to table pose. Reorient yourself. Then take the left arm, lift the left arm up, and gaze up to the left hand. Inhale, broaden the chest, stretch through the fingertips. Then on the exhalation, thread the left arm under the right and tuck the chin. Press down through the outside of the left arm and the right fingertips to keep the shoulders broad. Mindfully stretch through that back of the left shoulder and the left side of the neck. With the inhalation, lift the left shoulder up. And back to table pose. Good. And then over here, step right foot forward to low lunge. Walk the left knee back and press down through both legs, lifting hands up to the right thigh. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. And exhale, pull the navel in, squeeze in the hips, tighten the pelvic floor. And raise the arms in Anjaneyasana. Each breath adding more value, connecting more deeply, and strengthening this inner relationship. Bring the left hand down, windmill the right arm up, and twist to the right side. And broaden through the shoulders, across the chest, fingertips to fingertips. One final breath. And release and bring the right hand down to the inside of the right leg. And start to straighten the right knee. Fold forward over the hips. Keep pressing down through the back of the right heel. And each breath, deepen that forward fold as you exhale. And ease off a little on the inhale. So each breath can be full and complete and provide the perfect communication between mind and body, spirit. Each listening to one another, understanding, and being compassionate to the body. Last breath, stretching to your limit. And rise up with an inhalation and step the right foot back. Bring the left foot to the front. Low lunge. We'll lift the hands up to the left knee. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, pull the navel in. Squeeze muscular energy into the core of the pelvis. Raise the arms. Deep breaths. Long, deep, and even breaths. So you really have time to sense, listen, and understand all the parts of your body engaged in the pose with the breath, connecting, mediating, and release, and bring the right hand down under the right shoulder. Windmill the left arm up to the sky. Continue those complete breaths. Nourishing the body on the inhalation and connecting more deeply to source, the core strength. As you exhale, drawing navel to spine. And releasing the left hand down to the inside of the left knee. Begin to straighten the left leg, folding. And very gradually begin to straighten the left leg. We're keeping a little micro bend in the left knee so it's not hyperextending. Using muscular energy in the back of the calf and thigh to press down in the back of that left heel. To stay integrated and connected, squeezing the kneecap and the quadricep muscles working strongly. Long, smooth breaths. So you have lots of communication, understanding, and listening going on inside to deepen the inner relationships. And inhale, release, and step left foot back. We'll come to first downward facing dog, spreading the fingers, claw in with the fingertips. Then lift the knees and walk the knees, straighten one at a time. And then bend both knees, inhaling, exhaling, straighten both knees. Pulse with the breath a few more times. Softening on the inhalation, and then lengthening the legs and arms on the exhalation. Lots of strength in the fingertips. And inhale, bring the shoulders forward over the wrists. Exhale, lower the knees down and roll the chest forward. Come into Cobra Pose. Inhaling and exhaling. Lower the chest down. Press back up to hands and knees. And walk the hands back towards the feet. Widen the feet to the width of the mat so you can squat. Lower the hips. Bring the hands to prayer. Bring the thumbs to the chest. Inhale, lift up through the crown of the head, straighten through the neck and spine. Exhale, squeeze the knees in against the arms, adding more core strength. Bring that left hand down to the mat. Reach up with the right arm, twisting to the right side. And switch. Bring the right fingertips down. Lift the left arm up and twist to the left side. The back of the right arm provides some resistance there and helps twist you open. And lower the left hand down and lift the hips up. Come into a forward fold. Feet are still wide apart. Knees soft as you inhale. And then exhale, begin to straighten the knees more. Fold over the hips. And each breath is welcomed into the body. Each breath is a way of calming the mind. Bringing the mind and body into unity. Now, as you prepare to come up, engage the inner shins, the inner thighs, hug the legs to the midline, and then inhale, lift the back up. Reach overhead with the arms. And the palms touch. Bring them down and let the arms rest. Okay. Next is chair pose. So, have feet close together, bend the knees, and then extend the arms, reaching out, parallel with the ears. So your body's in this kind of thunderbolt position, a zigzag. On the inhalation, stretching up through the fingertips. And on the exhalation, sinking down, squeezing strength into the hips and thighs. Build that strength through the legs, the hips. Good. Take another deep breath. And exhale, fold over straight legs. And come back into chair pose, bending the knees, squat down in the hips, and lift the arms. And this time we'll twist with the palms together. Twist to the left, hook the right elbow over the left knee, and gaze up over the left shoulder. Squeeze the legs together, draw the shoulder blades down, and pull navel to spine to get deeper into that twist. And then releasing, fold forward, hands down. Deep restorative breath. One more side to do. Bend the knees, lower the hips, hands to prayer. And we'll twist to the right side with the left elbow crossing over the right knee and the palms pressing together. Squeeze the legs together. Broaden the chest and pull the shoulder blades down into the back. And release in that forward fold. And step the feet back to downward dog. Pressing through the fingertips. Lift up through the inner armpits. Widen the back of the neck. On the exhalation, lengthen the arms. Press the heels down. Inhale, bring shoulders forward, high plank. And exhale, knees down, chest down, Cobra Pose. Inhale, lift up, press back to downward dog. Now lift the left leg up in three-legged dog. And then look forward, step left foot up to warrior one. Lower the right heel down. And when the feet are solidly planted, lift the back up, raise the arms, and Virabhadrasana. And nourish the body with the breath. Intentionally taking complete breaths. Yeah. Now hold the right wrist with the left hand, the right palm face up, and start to crescent to the left side, gazing up to the right arm. Make sure the legs really connect to the midline. Give you stability. And release the arms. Step the right foot forward to meet the left. Hridaya Mudra. And we'll switch sides. Left foot back, warrior one. And bend the right knee. And lift the arms. Relax the shoulders. Smooth out the breath and breathe as though your whole body breathes. Each breath complete to nourish and ease the mind. Now hold the left wrist with the right hand, the left palm face up, and crescent to the right side, eyes over towards the left. And release the bind, bring the arms down, and step that left foot forward. And we'll do a Vinyasa. Inhale, lift the arms, spread the fingers. And exhale, swan dive. Slowly make your way down to the mat, stepping the feet back to downward dog. Inhale, shoulders forward, high plank. Exhale to low plank or all the way to the ground. Then inhale to up dog or cobra. And then exhale to downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now, and lift the right leg up, three-legged dog. And step the right foot forward for warrior two. Turn the left toes 90 degrees out to the side edge. And then open the arms shoulder height with the hips and shoulders facing the side edge of the mat. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, draw the navel in. Deepen that stretch. Strengthen the core. Deepen your relationship with this pose to add more meaning, more value. And move on to side angle, Parshva Kanasana, bringing the left arm up and forward over the left ear. You can start with the right elbow on the right knee and either stay there or over a series of breaths, maybe bring the right fingertips down to the mat. Making sure you can keep that right sitting bone tucked under and the left shoulder back and in. Awesome. Reach down, both hands to the mat, and pivot on the back foot so the back heel comes up. And now revolve side angle. I'm going to twist to the right and extend the right arm. And breathe. And release, right hand down, step the right foot back. Downward facing dog. All right, now step the left foot forward, turn the right toes out, and stand once more, warrior two. Inhale, rolling the shoulders back, and exhale, pulling the navel in and energizing the inner thighs and toning the buttocks, the pelvic floor, the lower abdomen. And to side angle pose, starting with the left elbow on the thigh, extend the right arm over the right ear. Pull the navel in and tuck the left sitting bone under. As you look up and roll the right shoulder back, hollow the right armpit. Maybe over time you bring the left fingertips to the mat. But still are able to maintain that power and strength in the legs, through the core, And awareness of all the parts of the body, how the mind is reacting, and how you can deepen your relationship with the pose through the breath. Finishing, look down to the mat and step the left foot back. Left foot stays forward for a revolve side angle. Getting ahead of myself, sorry. Twist to the left and open the left arm. Parvrita, Parshva Kanasana. Roll the shoulders back and keep the navel firmly engaged. Back thigh lifting. You've got this. You're making good friends with this pose. And now let's lower the left hand down and step the left foot back. And back to downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. And see how your relationship with downward dog has progressed in just these few minutes. And we're going to come to the front of the mat. Either walk forward or hop, bending the knees, look up, and then a little bunny hop to the front. Fold over straight legs. Inhale, lift up to stretch. And exhale, rest, release. Hridaya Mudra. Remembering what's precious to you and what relationships really are most meaningful, valuable in your life. Now, for a standing twist, let's go to sailboat, which is balance on the left leg and lift the right knee and cross the left hand to the right knee. And take the right arm, slowly open the right arm to the side and follow it with your gaze until you're looking to the back. Other option is to straighten the right leg, hold the outside of that foot, and precariously I turn to look to the right hand. Now, when you're ready, release, stretch the arms up. Fully extend legs and arms. And then rest. Back to Hridaya Mudra. Balance on the right leg. Lift the left knee and cross the right hand to the outside of that left knee. The left arm begins to open to the side. You follow it with your gaze. Or you take the more advanced position of holding the outside of that left foot and extending the leg. Then twisting, opening, keeping a good sense of humor as you twist, look to the left. And when you're finished, rest the legs down, lift the arms up, full stretch up. Come down to seated, or half Lord of the Fish, Ardamatsu Andrasana. So you come into this pose just by lifting the knees up, taking the left foot and threading it underneath the left heel by the right hip. Draw the right heel back, hug the right knee up to the chest, lifting up through the lower back. Another option is to cross the right ankle to the outside of that left knee, and then begin to twist. Hook the left elbow around the right shin. Press the right fingertips down from behind. And draw the lower back in. Inhale, lift the crown of the head up. And exhale, twist from the navel, looking over to the right. Or experiment a little and fine-tune what is most precious, meaningful, and valuable to you in this pose. Where are you getting the most benefit? And then slowly release and switch sides. Lift the left knee up and thread the right leg, the right heel, underneath and back towards the left hip. And with the right knee facing forward, draw the left heel back, hug the shin to the chest, or cross that left heel to the outside of the knee, and wrap around with the elbow, or cross that elbow. And then roll the shoulders back. Draw the lower back in and slowly twist from the navel, twisting to the left. And observing, sensing, and maybe even experimenting a little where your gaze is to find the place that means the most and gives you the maximum value. Perfect. And slowly release and face forward. Now, Vinyasa. Extend the left leg forward and lift the right knee up. So the right foot has a few inches between that left inner thigh. Inhale, draw the lower back in. And reach forward with the right arm inside that knee. Wrap around. And fold towards the left leg. Inhaling, lifting the front of the shoulders, drawing the lower back in. And exhaling, folding a little deeper. Or just coming to your edge. Inhale, lift the back up. And now take the left arm in front of that right shin and twist to look back over the right shoulder. And unwind and face to the front. Same on the other side, Vinyasa. Lift the left knee up and take the left arm to the inside of the knee and wrap that left arm in front of the shin. And some people can bind behind the back. Some friends just hold on to the ankle. And wherever you are, you're trying to keep your shoulders level and fold towards the right leg, without compromising or collapsing in the chest or throat. Keeping the inner body bright, the shoulders rolling back, and the crown of the head reaching forward more than the chin. Okay. Inhale, lift up to straight back. And now twist by hooking the right elbow around that left shin and gazing back to the left. Now to release, face forward. And let's go ahead to revolve head to knee. Open the legs to a wide angle. And then bend the right knee to bring the right foot over to the left inner thigh. Press the fingertips behind as necessary to draw the lower back in. Lift up through the front of the shoulders. And then lock in that alignment using muscular energy in the core, pulling the navel to the spine. Taking the left hand towards the left foot, raise the right arm up and over the right ear. Inhale, bring the right shoulder and armpit back. And exhale, extend from the hip out through the fingertips. Still maintaining lots of positive contact from the right sitting bone into the floor, so we don't let the right hip lift up as you reach over to the left. And over a series of breaths, you may find that you can bind to the foot or not. And release when you're done to straight back, inhaling up. And then switching the legs, open the right leg wide, bend the left knee, and engage through the core. Draw the lower back in, and reach to the right foot with the right hand. Lift the left arm over the left ear. Inhale, draw the left armpit, shoulder back. Exhale, lengthen through the left side of the body. Over a series of breaths, find your comfortable edge to stretch, but staying in very good relationship with the body by monitoring the quality of the breath. Maintaining that steadiness through the pelvis with strong muscular energy and deep, easeful breathing. When you're ready, release and lower the left hand down. And bring the knees back up, the feet to center. Now widen the feet to the width of the mat. And windshield wiper the knees to the left. And inhale, lift the knees up. And exhale, knees to the right. And go back to the first side, windshield wiper, knees to the left. And now we'll take that right arm and we'll twist around, face the back of the mat, bend the elbows. And twist as you breathe, pulse. And inhale, unwind, lifting back up. Take the knees to the second side. Then sweep the left arm around to face the back of the mat. Hands even under the shoulders and bend the elbows. And come up to the center. And I'd like for us to come back down into prone position. Face down on the stomach. And then open the left arm 90 degrees to the side, the palm face down. Start to roll over towards the left side onto the outer left hip, pressing the right hand into the mat. And bend the knees for stability. Keep a slight bend in that left elbow, so the front of the left shoulder lifts up and the shoulder blade draws down into the back. You can stay like that, breathing, or bind the right hand to the right ankle in half bow. Keep the neck strong enough to support the weight of the head without dangling or drooping. And release that side. Again to the stomach. And switch to the other arm, the right arm out 90 degrees. A slight bend in the elbow. Press down through the right palm, lift the front of the right shoulder up, and draw the right shoulder blade into the back. Then you're going to start to press the left hand down so you roll towards the right hip. And as you roll onto the right hip, breathe, bend the knees. And some may choose to bind the left hand to the left ankle. And add to this chest opener with half bow, Ardamatsu Andrasana. These muscles in the front of the chest can become chronically tight if we're doing a lot of sitting, typing, driving, those sort of things. And releasing that bind. And flip over onto the back. No, actually, I'm going to lift back up to sitting. And I'm just going to have a minute or two of alternate nostril breathing, Nadi Shodhanam. So either sit on a blanket or bolster, draw the lower back in. And with Vishnu Mudra, the thumb and last two fingers extended, we'll be able to alternately open or close one nostril at a time. Start by filling the lungs, inhaling through both nostrils. The top of the inhalation, close the left side, begin exhaling slowly through the right, counting to 3. Inhale to the same count of 3, the right side. The top of the inhale, switch, close the right, exhale through the left. Count to 3. Inhale through the left, count to 3. And then switch sides and continue counting to yourself. Switching at the top of the inhalation to the next side. And once more to each side. There's no rush. And rest both palms on the knees. Breathe evenly through both nostrils. Sensing if there's a shift in which nostril may have been more blocked, that they can be more relaxed and open, even. Both nostrils, breathing evenly, balancing left and right, receptive, and there. Now I'm going to come to the back now, reclining position on the back, where we can wind down, taking full symmetrical stretch. Just lengthen the legs and arms in opposite directions. Stretching on the inhalation and relaxing on the exhale. And one more. And lift the knees and hug the knees to the chest. Apanasana. Lengthening, expanding on the inhalation. And then tightening, squeezing on the exhalation. And next, happy baby. We'll lift the soles of the feet to face the sky and hold the ankles or the edges of the feet to pull down with the shoulders. And press against that with the feet to lengthen the lower back. Release any tension in the neck, rocking slowly, chin from side to side, like a wise old owl. And lowering the feet back to the mat, open the knees apart, soles of the feet pressed together. Inhale, arch the lower back. And exhale, draw the lower ribs down, flattening the lower back and stretching through the inner thighs. Breathe into every part of the body. Get to know this pose intimately. Become good friends with the pose as your relationship sweetens and deepens. And then stretch the legs out to Savasana, extending the legs straight, but leaving them wide enough apart. And then the arms open at a similar angle with the palms facing upward, tucking the shoulder blades under the back, allowing the chest to fully open, release, and soften. Maintaining that Savasana pose while you become more acquainted with it, more familiar, and sweetening this relationship with Savasana, always a favorite. Inhaling, you nourish your body, and exhaling, calming your mind. Releasing any unnecessary tension in the face and eyes. And softening mouth and jaw. Releasing any tension in the shoulders, arms, hands, and fingers. Unraveling any knots in the chest or stomach as they soften and release. Melting away any tension in the hips, thighs, the shins and ankles, and the feet and toes. Loose, limp, and relaxed. And your whole body comfortable and easeful in Savasana. The breath clearly connecting mind and body to nourish the soul. Each sweet breath, deepening our relationship, mind and body and spirit, to lead a more meaningful and fulfilling life. We can carry this inner relationship into our experience with others in the world, with nature, and with God. Adding to the meaning and value of our lives in every aspect, and not just on the yoga mat. The word purna in Sanskrit means fullness, completeness, wholeness. And there's a mantra, Purnamada, Purnam idam, Purnata Purnam udacchate. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnam Iva Vajishishyate. Om. This says that is Purna, wholeness. This is Purna. Completeness taken from completeness. But upon taking this Purna from the Purna, what remains too is Purna, wholeness. Now begin to deepen your breath and reawaken the body with movement, stretching, so that you can eventually roll over to your right side, pausing, reflecting on the value and meaning of your yoga practice, how sweet your relationship has become between mind and body. And then you should rise up to an easy seated pose to to reflect this wholeness, this completeness, and this deep meaning and value into all your relationships, external as well as internal. I bow to that sense of meaning and value in all your relationships. Namaste.